Hello and welcome to today's Payneful Thought. Today we open our journey for More Payneful Thoughts on Life, a video series based on More Payneful Thoughts. Side-by-side reflections on life, love, hope and healing while neurodivergent. Today the focus is the neurodiverse reflection of the saying, life doesn't give you time, you have to make it. For us neurodiverse folks, I'm calling it Reclaiming Time, an Autism, ADHD and AuDHD Perspective. Okay, real talk. How many of you have ever read a time management article and just felt worse? Just use a planner, just block your time? It's like they're speaking a different language, because for a lot of us with autistic, ADHD or AuDHD brains, time isn't this neat linear thing you can just block. It's more like a suggestion or a weird soup. That feeling, it has a name. Researchers call it executive dysfunction. It's not a personal failing, it's a neurocognitive difference that makes starting tasks, switching gears, or even just sensing how long something will take incredibly difficult. Barkley 2012, Happé and Frith 2020. So that advice to just make time, it misses the point completely. The goal isn't to fight your brain, it's to work with it. See, neurotypical strategies assume a brain that can reliably estimate, remember and initiate, but if you experience time blindness, a classic ADHD trait, you might sit down for a 5-minute task and suddenly it's 3 hours later. Barkley 2012. Or if you're autistic, you might get so locked into a hyper-focus state that any planned schedule just evaporates. Murray et al. 2005. So the first step is to just forgive yourself for that. It's your wiring. The real work is in reframing. It's about externalizing everything your brain struggles to hold on to internally. Since your internal clock might be creatively interpretative, you need outside anchors. Visual timers, the ones with the red disc that shrinks, can be a game changer for transitions because you can see time passing. Gioia et al. 2017. Automated reminders aren't just for meetings. Set one for lunch, for stopping, for breathing and planning. Throw out the rigid schedule. Try energy-based planning instead. It's a gentler way. There's a concept called spoon theory. It represents your finite daily energy units. Miserandino 2003. On high spoon days, tackle the big demanding stuff. On low spoon days, that's for micro rest. A 5-minute sensory break in a dark room is a valid, productive use of time. Permission to abandon the shoulds is huge. So many neurodivergent people mask by forcing themselves into neurotypical routines, and it's a direct path to burnout. Higgins et al. 2021. Ask yourself, is this routine actually serving me, or am I just doing a performance of what I think productivity looks like? Saying no is its own special challenge, especially with rejection sensitivity. The word itself can feel like a threat, so don't just say no. Have a script ready, something like, that sounds amazing, but I'm completely maxed out right now. It takes the personal sting out. Or give yourself a 24-hour rule. Never say yes to anything on the spot. It gives you space to check in with your actual capacity. And please forget hustle culture. For neurodivergent brains, starting is the hardest part. Behavior expert BJ Fogg talks about tiny habits, making the first step so small it's impossible to fail. Fogg, 2019, just open the document. That's it, don't write a word. Often, just getting started is enough to build momentum organically. There's often grief here too, for years lost to struggling, to masking, that's real. In acceptance and commitment therapy, we acknowledge that pain while focusing on the agency you have now. Hayes et al. 2012. It's radical acceptance. You were working with the tools you had then, now you're building better tools. Time isn't just made, it's designed. And you get to be the architect. What if your calendar looked less like a prison and more like a sensory-friendly map of your day? Personal reflections. If you tracked your energy instead of your time, what would you notice? When are your true high-focus windows? Do they match a 9-to-5 structure? What's your personal definition of a productive day? Does it include time for decompression, or is it just a list of tasks checked off? What's your biggest internal time thief? Is it perfectionism, rumination, or just the sheer effort of starting? What's one thing you do that feels like a waste of time, but actually brings you joy or regulates your nervous system? How can you defend its importance? What's one accommodation you can grant yourself? Longer transitions between tasks, calling a task done at 80%? Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and share. Until next time, I wish you less painful thoughts.